All right, guys. So it's another example of Embiid just having just the worst luck, man. They got to take his appendix out. We've seen him get Bell's palsy in a playoff run. We've seen him have who knows how many lower body injuries. Of course, early in his career, he had to have the second surgery because the first one didn't fully heal his foot, I think it was. An appendicitis not long before the playoffs begin. Look, an appendicitis on its own is a very normal thing. I haven't gotten it, but I know people have gotten it. I guarantee you at least know someone who's gotten it. It gets bad if it ruptures before the surgery, which actually happened to OG back in 2019. But most of the time, the appendix is removed before it ruptures. Then, yeah, it's unpleasant and it sucks to go through, but in the big picture, you're typically able to move on from it fine. But the timing of it, as well as it happening to Embiid in this franchise, it's just like, again, another example of horrible luck. As far as the recovery time, 2 to 4 week type of thing, but it's, I guess, a little murky. We don't really have that many weeks to spare here, right? Like, they have important games potentially to the end here. They've got 3 games left. They're playing the Rockets tonight. Like, there is a world in which I think if things really break for them with how the Magic and the Raptors do, they could get out of the play-in. But if not, then at the least you are ensuring that you're a 7 or 8 seed so you can lose twice in the play-in before you're eliminated, right? And then if you get through that, obviously you're going into a round 1. But yeah, it's going to be Maxey, PG, and VJ going to have to do it. Which, as far as getting into round 1, they could do it. They have no chance of an upset without Joel, of course. And if we do see him back, then it's going to be potentially another playoff series of just seeing Joel clearly not 100%, but going for it anyway in a round 1 matchup versus, potentially my Celtics or the Pistons. Like, yes, the Sixers would not be favored in either one of those matchups, but I still have the Hornets win in my mind. They've lost games since then, but the fourth quarter, Embiid had 2 huge blocks. Like the block he had on LaMelo when he had to close out like crazy, that was the one that went around. He also had a big one on Grant Williams, like not long before that, where he had to kind of stick with him from the 3-point line. I understand what it's been physically just looking at Joel this year and how much he's moving, but there have still been these stretches where he just looks basically unguardable from around the free throw line. Like there was a Laker game, which Nick Nurse blew it because he took Embiid and Maxey out of the game at the same time and it killed all the Sixers' momentum. But there was a stretch in that third quarter where he was just making everything at the free throw line. It's like, he's unguardable right now. And if it was a Pistons matchup, then it becomes, all right, well, if Maxey can get some separation on a SAR, then this becomes really interesting, right? But the Pistons, they're a great defensive team. They'd make Philly's life very difficult. I know this. Or if it was going to be against the Celtics, then we can't ignore that Horford's not there anymore. And also, the last time they saw each other in the playoffs, when the Celtics put Time Lord back in the starting 5, that kind of broke Philly's offense, and Harden as well as Embiid were just hesitating more, right? Well, those guys aren't here anymore. Now, the Celtics' defense is still really good, and I think they would still do a better job than most teams of swarming Joel and the timing of the help never being the same play-to-play, so you wouldn't get too comfortable with it. But even so, like, I don't know, what if Embiid were to have like a Bill Walton playoff stretch of like, oh my God, he's healthy and he looks amazing? Well, now this just makes all that a bit more difficult. And then with PG, he's had his cooking moments too. Like the biggest one was against the Wizards. I know it's the Wizards, but still, it all just gets more difficult now. The hope now is just be a 7 or 8 seed. So, you're playing the Magic in round 1 well, I shouldn't say round 1. You know what I mean? The first play-in game. And yeah, I know the Magic have won 4 games in a row here, and Franz is back, and they did have their real starting 5 in their win against the Wolves, and also that one tweet about Jalen Suggs was amazing. But after you lose by 50 points to the Raptors, and you have Paolo and Mosley having quotes about each other, I know that was a little bit ago now, but yeah, something tells me that team could lose a big play-in game. And in case we forgot how the play-in tournament works, the 7 and the 8 seed play each other, the winner gets the 7 seed, you knew that. I think that's about all I got, guys. Just more bad breaks for Embiid and the Sixers.